Hello, succulent friends of Las Vegas. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about tip number 5 of my series of tips for how to have a successful succulent section in Las Vegas. So, tip number 5 is to know the differences between indoor and outdoor care, especially in regards to the seasons out here. Because if you didn't already know, it gets hot as fuck up here, especially in the summer. And me, newly living here in Vegas and coming from Cali, obviously I knew about the heat of Las Vegas. I mean, I'd visit my cousin every once in a while up here, but living in it is a different experience, not just for you as a person, but for your succulents as well. And then it's like cold too. Like I knew it was cold, but it's a different kind of cold out here. I mean, it's not like super cold, like all winter cold, but okay, I'm tangenting again. I just never thought of Vegas as a cold place until I moved here. And then I moved here and then I learned about all the seasons and I was like, it's not always hot all the time. And yes. So not only did I, again, as a fresh Cali native moving to Vegas, I had to learn about the weather. And then on top of that, I had to learn about the weather and how it affected my succulents and then adjust accordingly. And I've come a long way since then, and I'm here to talk to you about exactly that. So let's get started. So I'm here to talk about the care differences between the indoor and outdoor succulent care in regards to the seasons. So first I'm going to talk about indoor care, and I'm going to go from winter, spring, summer, and fall. So first is winter, which is perfect because we're in winter right now. So indoor care during winter is awesome. You'll need a lot less water than during the summer, for sure, because temperatures are ranging from like 50s and 60s, sometimes 40s, but winters are like 40 to 60 degrees. Obviously, during the winter time, the daylight is significantly less than summer, so there's that. But typically within a home, we as humans like to keep our environment at a good, around 70 or whatever. So your succulents will be fine in whatever temperature your home is in, as long as it's not below freezing. So in general, winter is essentially a little bit of a sad time for your succulents because of the lack of sun. Now in the springtime, what happens with the indoor plants is that they start to perk up a little bit, show signs of life. As the sunlight increases, as will, your plants will start poking out new growth and start growing a little bit more, and it's very exciting. They'll also require a little bit more water, so keep an eye out on that. You're gonna start to see them glowing up again. Now to talk about the summertime for indoor care. So the watering requirements are going to be at an all-time high for you and your plants. Not just your plants, but you're gonna be drinking a lot of water because it's gonna be hot. And this is because the sun out here is intense as fuck. And also on top of that, summertime is the time where it's the most day. It's like long days. They're the longest days of the season, of the year. So yes, to the heat. That is why it's hot. Because I am a science weather person talking about the heat of Las Vegas. And even though it's going to be really hot outside, it's going to affect the temperature of your home inside also. But generally, as long as you can survive inside your home, your succulents will also be able to survive in your home too. But on top of that, your succulents are going to love the sun, the protected, filtered sun, uh, or acclimated sun. Your succulents are probably gonna have a really nice color. They're gonna start doing all kinds of things. You're gonna be propagating. You're gonna have propagations for days. Summertime is a really good time for your succulents if you know what to watch out for and how to protect your succulents and give them everything they need. Also, be careful, indoor succulent owners, of the window. Again, if you have them close by a window, make sure to acclimate your plants or have a covering, shade of some sort to diffuse the light, and your succulents will be happy with you. Now, lastly, indoor succulent care during the fall. So you will see that your succulents are going to require less water because it's going to start cooling down. Not only is it going to start cooling down, but the sun is also going to start going away little by little, and you will see your plants start to decline. Maybe decline isn't the word, honestly, you will see your plants start moving with the seasons. It's a cycle of life, okay? Yes, your succulents will start to look sad come, fall and winter, but they just pop back up during the summer and the spring, so what's wrong with that? Nothing. So now let's talk about outdoor care in terms of Las Vegas, which is generally the same as everything that I mentioned earlier, with some slight variations. Don't know why I'm doing this. Anyways, so I'm going to do the same thing, talk about winter through fall. I'm talking about outdoor care, succulent care. So in the winter time in Las Vegas, with your succulents, you gotta watch out. Not all the time. I don't leave my succulents out there just because if it's cold for me, it's gonna be cold for my plants, okay? So, anyways. But you have to watch out. Keep an eye out on the weather, especially if the weather at nighttime is gonna drop below 32, because that is below freezing. And if that's below freezing, then whatever's out there that is water is gonna turn into ice or snow or something frozen. So if you were to leave your succulents out there, yes, they would freeze. I have no experience in that, but I don't want to. Especially if I can prevent it, I'm gonna prevent it. So you gotta bring them in the day before that happens. And generally, I have my succulents inside for all of the winter season. And I'll bring them out once the weather starts hotting up. So during the springtime, if you have your succulents outside, is a good time, probably the best time to have your succulents outside, because one, it's not hot as fuck, and then two, the sun's coming out, the weather's perfect, your plants are gonna love it. Your succulents are gonna love it. So now, let's talk about summer outdoor succulent care. You're gonna have to be very, very careful about the intensity and the amount of sun that your succulents get, because if it gets too much, it's gonna burn and it's gonna die, and you don't want that, okay? You can have your succulents outside. They will do awesome outside and give you amazing colors, and they have the potential to grow a lot outside, but only if they have the proper amount of shade, shaded light, because that shit gets hot, and as well as enough water, because it's hot, they need that water out there. All right. And then during the fall, the temperatures will start cooling and the sun again will start going down outside. I think I would say that fall time is probably similar to springtime in the sense that the temperature won't be too fucking hot or too fucking cold. It'll be right there in the middle, just nicely in the middle. And your succulents will start preparing and moving along with the seasons as well. And that is outdoor care for succulents during the seasons. Am I missing anything? That was a really short video. Alright, so I hope this video helped you guys understand the care tips in regards to the seasons out here in Las Vegas. Last year, I did a lot of trial and erroring during the seasons. I saw what worked, I saw what didn't work for me, and I'm hoping that these tips really help you or any new Las Vegas resident that really likes succulents or wants to get into succulents. I hope it helps inspire you to just go out there and live your best succulent, juicy, thick life. Please subscribe. Please like this video. Leave a comment if you want. If you want me to explain anything, if you want me to talk about anything else, let me know. I'm here to talk with my community and my people, which are you guys watching. So again, thanks so much. See you guys later. In the next video, I'm going to be talking about the sixth... Was this number 5? Holy moly. I'm going to be talking about the 6th and final tip of this series. Wow. It was awesome. This was awesome. Like, I'm done. I'm not done. But this was a really fun series for me to make. But anyways, that's the next tip. So, see you guys in the next video. Later.